Hey everyone, welcome to today's deep dive on cross-site scripting, XSS for short, and how xsstrike can help you find and exploit it responsibly. So, today my name is David Karaoke, and sorry I forgot to tell you my name. My name is David Karaoke, and I will be teaching you today bug bounty, how you find the web vulnerabilities, reacting to the XSS cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. So for the next 2.5 hours, I will be teaching you XSS from zero to hero. So let's get into it. First, let's set up xsstrike on the machine. Open your terminal and you can run these commands. I hope you have the VirtualBox installed or Linux installed into your machine. So I'm gonna be teaching you everything. So first of all, let's switch to our Linux machine. So I'm gonna be teaching you everything. So first of all, let's switch to our Linux machine. Oh, I forgot my password, man. So I'm gonna be teaching you. So first of all, let's switch to our Linux machine. Oh, I forgot my password, man. So I'm gonna be teaching you. So I hope everyone knows what xsstrike is. Before we continue, let me show you which is the xsstrike. The xsstrike, this is the xsstrike tool we are going to be using. Before we continue, let me show you which is the xsstrike. The xsstrike, this is the xsstrike tool we are going to use. Yeah, we are going to be using this repository. The repository here is the one that contains the xsstrike that we are going to be using. You can see it's the most advanced cross-site scripting scanner. And xsstrike is a cross-site scripting detection suite equipped with 4 handwritten parsers and intelligent payloads generator, a powerful fuzzy engine, and incredibly fast crawler. So with that, we are going to install. These are the commands that we will be using for installation. So everyone, let's go to our Linux machines. To our Linux machine, mine is already on, so I will become the sudo root user. After that, what I'll be starting with, installing cloning the repository in my directory here. So it will be git clone. You press that one, you press enter, it will continue. I've already installed, so there will be no need to install again. After you have done that, you will check and you will see that this is the repository with the xsstrike. So this is the repository xsstrike. So we are now going to enter to the repository. We are now inside the repository. I mean, inside the directory. It's not a repository. This is in GitHub. Inside the directory of the strike. So we check the files that they are there. You can see it got this xsstrike.ppy. This one here. This is what we need to run for our tool to be functioning. So we are going with this. Make sure you have pip installed or Python inside. So we are going to be Python 3. And there is the tool. There is the tool. You can see here the usage. My version I'm using XSS version 3.15. I think this is the latest one. This is the usage, the target, data parameters, everything. So also, if you are missing a requirement error, it's just you can update your Python. If you see a missing requirement error, you can just update your Python and upgrade pip, all will be fine. So we are going to be now we are going to do the first scans and show how about the tool, how you can use it to get the scans. First of all, you can see that the tool can perform a crawling. It can be a crawler. It can proxy between you and the target. It can fuzz too. You can use it to fuzz the directories there. You can encode payloads. I hope you understand what are payloads. Also, data can be treated as JSON for easier, for functioning, and faster. So next, so we'll be doing Python 3. We are using the U parameter, which we said this contains only when you're using a URL. Yeah, you see, U parameter. So the first thing you're going to do is getting performing a get scan. Yeah, we are going to be scanning a single URL. The first of all, you're going to test a single web page which get with the USA, which uses the get method. So here you where you will put your URL here. And you can now see it has checked for the DOM vulnerability, the WAF status, the web application firewall is not functioning, is offline. Testing parameter, we have tested the Q parameter and it has not been found. There is no reflection, so the site is not vulnerable to a DOM vulnerability using the get command or using the get request. So we go to the next one. We'll be supplying the post data. Yeah, this is the post data. After the get, you check the post data that's coming back after you. And now we are going to be supplying for the post request, and you can see also it's saying checking for DOM vulnerabilities. There's no parameters that have been found. It's clean. So we go to the next one. Testing the URL components. We want to inject the payloads into the URL path. So the path for it, an example, we're using the example.com. So we're going to inject the payload after the search. So this is an example. Let's say we are inside let's say we are inside the website like this. Like on site. With this, I will insert the payload after this or after this. Yeah. A minute, just a minute. I'm coming back. A minute, I'm coming back. A minute, just a minute. Umwambie tutamshika tu. Hello, so I am back, chat. I am back. You can tap, follow. I am back. I am back. So now we continue. Here now, up to where we are now testing the post data. And we saw that no parameters that we are found checking for DOM vulnerabilities, none of them are there. So we are going now to test the URL path components to see if any path, if any vulnerability is there. So we are going to use the option path. Yeah, this test the URL components. We want to inject payloads to the URL path like here, payload, so you can do that with the path. So you remember here is where you put your URL, the one you are targeting. So you remember here is where you put your URL, the one you are targeting. And remember to remove the double quotes. Yeah, remember to remove the double quotes. So you can see it's testing. Checking for vulnerabilities, checking for how status is offline. You can test the parameters that has been tested, nothing has been found. Testing the form, nothing has been found. The query, there's nothing has been found. So we'll be continuing with the search. Now we are going to treat post data as JSON. The suite can be used to treat any post method as a JSON. You can be using the option .JSON. We are going to be using .JSON. Nothing is found, meaning our site is very clean. We'll be using the crawl option. Meaning our site is very clean. We'll be using the crawl option. Yeah, we crawl on the site to see if you can find any vulnerabilities there. Crawl on the site to see if you can find any vulnerabilities. it's now covering the target. You can see, you can say the vulnerable components is 0. Here total vulnerability is 0 on the jQuery query, and the components location 0. Variable component on the bootstrap is 0. That, but you can see here at the bootstrap there are 4 vulnerabilities. Summary accesses in data target property for crossfire. Severity is medium. That's a severe vulnerability. There is XSS in collapse data parent attribute. The severity is medium. XSS in data container property for tooltip. The severity there is medium. Obviously, and then you get here XSS in data template, data content, and data type of properties of tooltip and popover. There is a severity. It's very high. And you can see the CVE. This is the CVE that was rated there. Let's see if we can get to know which type of vulnerability is there. Oh, inside the bootstrap. The vulnerability inside the bootstrap, boys. Or chat. The vulnerability inside the bootstrap chat. Let's get inside. Let's get inside and see. So vulnerability test is bootstrap tooltip and over data template attribute. Categories across sites. Let's see how across sites. Let's see how I want to show you how that example looks like. Obviously you've seen that's the vulnerability inside the bootstrap tooltip. And if you wanna know, you can just search what's the bootstrap tooltip, man. Obviously you've seen that's the vulnerability inside the bootstrap. If you wanna know, you can just search bootstrap. There are small pop-up boxes that appear when the user hovers over an element, providing additional information about the element. To create a tooltip, you need to add the data.google tooltip. Yes, I hope you have understood that like this, when you go to some website and then you hover, like this is being able to be done by a bootstrap for it to give me some more information about the element that I'm checking on there. I hope I've dedicated you there. So we continue. Now. We are going to be able to put the call event. How do we want it to go? Level 1 or level 2? So let's go with a level 2 here. You can see also we are passing the target. Any vulnerabilities found, you can see. Let's see how This one is different than that one there. See also we are passing the target. Environment is found. Let's see how this one is like that. All the vulnerabilities that we found there, they have been found again. But you can see here, we have added a few of them, a few others. All the vulnerabilities that we found there. Let's see how it will finish the task. And it's added the same vulnerabilities, but with one more. But with one more. So we continue. You can test from a file. If you have some URLs inside the file, you can test the URLs. And if you want to test the URL from file, just simply want to add seeds for crawling, you can use the seeds option. Okay, let's see. Obviously, I don't have that file right now here, but let me create one. Manual.urls.txt. Now https education.fedena.com. Yeah, we'll be using that this URL here. And then now I can finish everything, and now we have a URL there, and we'll be able to accomplish file not found, not such URL. So it's URL, not URLs. Crawling target. Let's see how this one. Let's see how this one goes. If it seeds also. Let's just see. We will be watching it. We will be watching it. Let's see how this one. Let's see how this seeds also. Let's just see. We'll be watching it. We'll be watching it. Let's see how this check. So you can continue that one with you on your own. And you can brute force payloads from a file also, like here. And you can force payloads from a file. Let's remove this double quotations, this one too, and we continue now. File not found, the URL.txt. This one too, and we continue now. File not found, the URL.txt. This one too, continue now. So you can continue here, and you can also input up the timeout. How do you want it to go? Like to specify the number of seconds to wait before considering a HTTPS timeout connection. So yeah, hours is put to 4. You can see how fast was it. Easy. It's easy peasy. You can also check there are some. You can also see that here you can check for the blind XSS option, blind Python xsstrike. You can see here you can even encode the payload and continue fuzzing. You can like hit here. There is the option of fuzzer. The fuzzer is meant to test filters and web application firewalls. It's simply potentially slow because it sends randomly delay requests, and the delay, like the target will be having delays up to 30 seconds. You can also use the minimize the delay option to 1 second by using the D option. An example, you can see here. Let me show you how. We'll be using that the delay. Let's start to rock you here, and we'll be using that the delay here. You can see it functioning there. Did it pass the parameter? Yes. Did it pass? Test. Yes. The test was blocked because they're having a WAF. The WAF, I think is blocking anything. Or you have anything else that's blocking. But the WAF is on offline also here. See the one it's testing here. It's testing the test.x equals to xy a fuzzer. Testing here dot yyy is fuzzing also. That one was blocked. The test.nxy, this was passed here. Let's see which test is this. And you can see, let's see. Nothing. It's also continuing to test this, the parameters here. For time options, let's stop. stop there. It's blocking also the test driver.javascript. It's also considering tests and for time options list. It's blocking also the driver.javascript. So you can use the proxies option.proxy, and you can use the default one, which is .80. It uses the port .88 port. So you can also update here with this option. The xsstrike will check for updates. It's a newer version available. Yeah, and that's it. So that's for today. That's for the XSS. That's how you can find vulnerabilities related to cross-site scripting. Thank you. I have been your instructor. Tap, like, share the live.